Due to all characters in Bergeron being completely equal, none of them are free. The average and more intelligent people know this in the limited time they can think, but as soon as they get too far into the thought, it's gone. The only ones who truly believe that they are free are the ones without any handicaps. Hazel also believes that her husband, George, and the rest of society could willingly take their handicaps off and be free with her. This, however, is not true. Although these handicaps appear to be voluntary and easy to remove, the refusal to abide by the government's rules is strictly prohibited and heavily punished. Typically, if you did not follow the law, you would be given 2 years in prison and a $2,000 fine. In rare cases in which the individuals refused to comply or made threats towards the government, this punishment would be increased until the government deemed it to be worthy. George and Hazel Bergeron's son, Harrison, had figured this out the hard way when he was sentenced to prison for not following the rules and refusing to wear the handicap devices. This action resulted in him being regarded as extremely dangerous and finally ended with his death. Harrison Bergeron himself is symbolic of the fact that equality is not only dangerous but impossible to achieve, and by attempting to do so, a robotic, zombie-like society is born. Equality versus individuality is also a highly prominent theme throughout Vonnegut's novel, demonstrated through the handicaps themselves. Due to the handicaps being placed on individuals, it places a limit on the amount they can express themselves. Dancers are riddled with weights to keep them from being too graceful, and depending on their beauty, they also wear hideous masks to cover their faces. Both of these things are used as artificial devices to protect others from feeling bad about themselves. This idea of complete equality leaves no room for anyone's unique personality, no room for individuality, and also provides a false sense of freedom to some people inside this society. The context of Kurt Vonnegut's speculative narrative, Harrison Bergeron, has shone through by the exaggeration of the equality movements being carried out around the time that he composed and published this novel. His themes of equality versus individuality and illusion of freedom are a reflection of these movements.